What's up, Journey Disc Golf? Andrew Wood here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're rethinking everything we know about our mid-ranges. Let's get into it. So a couple weeks ago, I had the privilege of being on the In the Bag podcast with Robbie C and Brad from Atlas and Foundation Disc Golf, and where we ended up spending a lot of our time was talking about my mid-ranges. Now, if you've seen my In the Bag or you watched that episode, you know that I currently bag a Meteor, a Buzz, and a Malta for my flippy straight and overstable spot. But the problem I was having is I wasn't trusting any of my turnovers or any of my left to right shots. So, In the Bag podcast, Robbie and Brad, they sent me out a Mint Discs Lobster to try out and review, and they theorized that this disc might just be the key to solving some of my problems. So today we're talking all about the Mint Discs Lobster. We're going to compare it to the Meteor that we already bagged, and I went ahead and picked up an Uplink just so we have another challenger in the mix. So what we're going to do is we're going to play 6 holes with these 3 discs, pitting them up against one another. It's going to give us an opportunity to throw them on every angle, to put them on different lines, to really put them through their paces and see if these discs are able to complement each other. Maybe multiple of them make the bag, or if there's too much overlap, I got to stick to just one. We're starting out here, hole 2, 360 over the hill and downhill. It's a little bit windy out here, a little bit gusty, so we're going to try and release each of these on a little bit of hyzer, see how they fly. Uplink up first. Not bad. Nice little flip up to the turn. We'll see. Let's go with the Lobster set. So I definitely gave that a little more air. Seems like it got over a little bit quicker and farther, but I don't think I got the angle quite as right. Let's put the Meteor out there. Ooh, sliding. All right, I got that way high in the air, so definitely had a lot of time to drift over and fight back. So I think that might be the best of the 3. We'll see when we get up there. All right, so here's the Lobster. The Uplink is just about 20 feet over to my left. We left him a little short. I think we burned him over a little too early. Let's see if we can't get up and down. That'll work. All right, similar distance on the Uplink, just a little bit different look. Woo! All right, it should be easy tapping pars. All right, and here's the Meteor, closest of the 3, but we're still 80 yards out. Big jumper down. All even across the board to start. We're on to hole 3 or hole 2 in our challenge, about 300 feet, straight down behind that big clump of trees in the middle. We're gonna try and hit the turnover shot, since these are flippy discs, with each of them. All right, so here's the Meteor. We skied this one straight up into a tree. We're just gonna try and get up and down, save our par. Ooh, that'll do nicely, easy tapping. All right, so here's the Uplink airplane. So as you can hear, this course is right next to the Nashville airport. That's a bummer. Okay, so here's the Uplink. We ended up just a little bit long and off to the right of the pin, but we have a jumper at it. So let's see if we can't get lucky. Ooh. Wanted that one. And the best shot of all 3 by far was the Lobster, which we put right here. It's about 20 feet. Let's make a putt. All right, so the lobster goes one under. Here we go, hole 3 for us. It's about 265. Now this will be an interesting one because as you can see, the basket is up on the left. So we're gonna have to baby these discs on a little bit of hyzer. This will be a good stability check to see if we can get them to hold that hyzer or if they flip up on us. The lobster's got the box. Little bit of flip, but held it pretty well. That was actually an ace run. Let's go with the Meteor. It's a pretty similar result. I just pulled that a little wide. It's the airplanes. I put that one the highest, maybe on the most highs or the most nose up. It did still flip up a tiny bit, but not bad, not bad. Scooted a little farther than I would have liked, maybe 25 feet. Ooh. Just snuck it in. Lobster goes 2 down. All right, here's the uplink, nice and close. Easy birdie. A little bit of a challenge here on the Meteor, but we got it down. What a putt. A nice star frame on hole 3, and we're on to hole 4. Now we're into the woods. This will be an interesting one. It's a tight gap. You can see the basket just up ahead on the left through the trees. We're gonna maybe have to hyzer flip, get this to push a little bit right, and then finish back to the left. So we'll see how these discs handle it. Lobster still got the box. Man, that hyzer flip was so nice. I loved that flight. Just unlucky, the tree kicked down the middle. Let's go uplink. Okay, put that one on more hyzer and maybe a little higher into the air. It still flipped up and kind of got flat, but it was wanting to move left the entire time. Not bad. Here's what I'll say. The uplink feels the smallest in my hand, even though they're all 5 speeds. Something about the uplink, it just feels almost like putterish in my hand. Meteor. What? Here we go, hole 5. The basket is down and on the left through the tunnel. It's a pretty straight shot with a left finish. We got to put these on some hyzer, get them to flip up. Finish left. Lobster still up. So I pulled the Meteor a little, still kicked forward and left. We might be okay. We'll scramble, safe par. That was not what I was trying to do, but it might have worked out. I think we'll have a putt. shockingly. All right, here's the lobster, 40, 45 foot, stepping through the trees. See if we can catch it. A little bit of work left to say par on the Meteor. Left ourselves about 25, 30 feet, yeah. So good. All right, welcome to hole 6 and the final hole of our challenge. Now this should be a really interesting one because this is almost a dog leg right. The basket is down this gap and then way right. So this will be a high turnover line, which is how we would traditionally use these discs probably. This is one of the uses. So let's see what we can do. Lobster's up. So there. Not a good shot at all with the lobster. Still got a lot of work. Not a putt, not a putt. All right, we lift ourselves about 60, 70 feet here with the upper. Oh. So close. So the best shot by far was the Meteor. Leave ourselves 35, 40 feet just outside of circle. Let's cash it. Two off the top. All right, so there you have it. 6 holes with the uplink, with the lobster, with the Meteor. The Meteor and the uplink finish 1 down, the lobster finishes 2 down. So what do I think after throwing these discs on these 3 holes? I've thrown them a little bit beforehand. The Meteor has obviously been in the bag for a while. I think all 3 of these discs fly somewhat similar, and you could do great things with any of them. You could bag any of them, you could bag all of them. There's definitely some overlap in my opinion. I do think though there's probably room for 2 of these, for a really flippy and then a slightly less flippy. I have to say, just in terms of plastic and hand feel, this lobster is probably my favorite right now. I just love the way this plastic feels. I love the way this disc feels in the hand. Something about how I've been throwing it out here, it's been flipping up nice, getting to flat for me, I can get it to turn. This disc is just giving me a lot of confidence, so this is for sure staying in the bag. Now when we talk about the Meteor or the uplink, that's where it gets a little more challenging. It definitely feels like the Meteor has a little bit of a bigger rim. I don't know if you can see that or not. The uplink feels a little bit small in my hand. It feels, like I said earlier, a little putterish, almost like a proxy, just a little bit thinner, whereas the Meteor feels a little beefier. Now I think the uplink is a touch flippier, but these two, with how beat in this Meteor is, are flying pretty similar for me. So I think for now, the Meteor is gonna stay. I'll keep the Meteor and the lobster, and the uplink is probably out. That doesn't mean I won't keep messing around with this disc, throwing in the field, seeing if it can't find its way into my bag. So there you have it. I would love to hear your opinion on these 3 discs. If you've thrown any of them, how they fly for you, which one you think fits your game the best, or what flippy mids you throw. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to give those a try. Huge shout out to the In the Bag podcast. That's linked below if you haven't checked it out. Robbie C, Brad, great guys. Really appreciate you guys sending out the lobster. Maybe my new favorite, flippy mid-range. Make sure you check them out. Give them a follow. My name is Andrew Wood, and as always, the journey is the destination. I'll catch you in the next one.